Hello everyone. So today my video is going to be a dinner recipe, and it's my version of a chicken tortilla soup. And I made this a couple weeks ago, and I think last week I showed you guys what it looked like in one of my update videos. I know, baby. And so in that update video, I told you that I was going to do a video of how I made that soup. And so that's what I'm going to do today. And then I'm going to give you guys a little fall tour of like all my fall decorations. I don't have many, but I thought I would just show you guys what I do have. And so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start by putting 2 chicken breasts in my crock pot. And if you like more chicken, you can add more, but 2 chicken breasts once I shred it up, it seemed to be like a perfect amount. So I'm gonna put my 2 chicken breasts in here, and then I'm gonna add a 1 cup of the chicken broth for the soup. I'm going to add that into my crock pot so that the chicken can cook in that. And then once I add my broth, I am actually going to put about half a packet of taco seasoning on top of the chicken. Okay. All right, so now that's all set, and I'm going to cover it up. And then last time I made this, I started it pretty late in the evening, and so I cooked it on high for about an hour because my crock pot cooks really fast. But it is only about 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm getting ready to leave to go pick up my son from school, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this on low, and then when I get back I'll check that chicken. Okay, so it's about an hour later and the chicken is done. Even cooking on low, chicken's done at an hour. I told you my crock pot cooks really fast. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shred this chicken. I don't know if you could tell, but this chicken like literally came out perfect. Just 1 hour on low, depending on how your crock pot cooks. And this came out super, super moist and juicy, and it's not too dried out, and it's like perfect. So now I've shredded the chicken and put it all back in the crock pot, and that's exactly how you want your chicken, guys. Just perfectly cooked and still juicy, because you know chicken breast can dry out really easily, and when you're eating it in the soup, sometimes it's less enjoyable if it's, you know, super chewy and yeah, not as great. But yeah, so that chicken came out perfect, and it's all in the crock pot now. We're going to drain each one of these cans and just empty all of them into the crock. Okay, so this is what it all looks like after getting everything in there. It's coming out looking so good, and it smells even better. Next, I'm going to chop up half of a medium-sized yellow onion. Okay, so I've got half of my yellow onion in there, and now I'm going to add the rest of my broth. And you want it to just cover everything. And it's okay if you have to add a little bit of water. I usually do. So I'll probably add about 1.5 cups of water to this. So I added my water. And if you don't want to use water because you don't want it to somehow taste watery, you are welcome to add more broth. I just decided to do water because I only had one thing of broth to use, and I typically like my soups to be like really brothy, but this is like perfect, and I'm just kind of stirring everything around. And now I'm going to add some seasonings. These are the seasonings that I'm going to use, and I don't really measure them out. I just kind of put as much as I prefer, and if you choose to make this, you can do the same. You can just do it all by preference. So I've got all my seasonings in there now, and I would say that I probably used about a teaspoon, maybe 1.5 teaspoons of salt. 1.5 teaspoons might be a little too much, but I would say about 1 teaspoon of salt. And then probably about 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then I did about 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1/2 teaspoon of the chili lime seasoning. And last but not least, I am going to add the juice of this entire lime in here because I like my my chicken tortilla soup to be really tangy lime flavor, and I'm going to actually, when I pour the soup into a bowl, add more lime to it because that's what I prefer. If you don't like too much lime, just like a hint of it, no need to add more when you pour your bowl. That's just how I personally like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and juice this whole lime. Guys, I got my lime all squeezed in there. It's stirred around, and I'm just gonna cover this up and just keep it on warm for now because it's only 3:30. So yeah, just let it cook, and probably dish it up in about an hour. We like to eat dinner a little bit early, get the kids in bed by 7:30ish. So 4:35 is usually when we eat. So yeah, and then I will get back with you guys when I serve it. So while dinner's cooking, I'll go ahead and do my little fall decor tour. I don't have very much, and I don't have it all organized, and my house is a mess, so you might see glimpses of my house being a mess. I've been cleaning all day, but the day just flies by. Next thing you know, you gotta go get the kids, and then they come home and erase pretty much everything you've done, and you moms out there know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so here's my cozy blanket candle that I showed you guys in my Target haul video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out, and you'll probably recognize some of these things. Next, my son brought this little pumpkin home from school, and I didn't really know what to do with it, but I kind of just like have it I don't know, I move it around to different places on the counter all the time. But for now, it's just kind of like in the middle because this part of my countertop is usually pretty bare. It actually usually collects like trash or something. You'll have to excuse any whining you hear in the background. My daughter is being a bit of a brat right now. But anyways, my bathroom is probably one of my favorite parts. I don't have like a whole lot of like shelf space in my house. So this pumpkin and that fall sign just kind of ended up in the bathroom, but I think that they fit really perfect right there. I got the fall sign from Target. So that's also in my Target haul video. And then the pumpkin I showed you in another video where I made the Zuppa Toscana. My stepmom got me that as a gift at Hobby Lobby. So there's those. And then I love this time of year, like just burning candles. Like for some reason, it just makes it feel more cozy. So I've got that. And then I just bought this pumpkin soap at Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. So I got that there. And yeah, that about wraps it up for the bathroom. And then I just have this little white pumpkin. And this was also in my Target haul video. It is glass, but I love it. It's so cute and it just fits perfectly. I'd kind of like a little bit bigger of a centerpiece, but at the same time, my table's not that big. So I don't really need anything bigger. And the kids are sitting here eating their dinner. You say hi? Hi. Hi. So this is going to be my living room section. And I love this little side table. This side table is like really old and it's kind of, I mean, not necessarily falling apart. It just doesn't, it's seen better days. And we plan to like redo our furniture and just kind of like make a project out of it. But anyways, that'll be for another time. But here's my little table right here. And then over here, I've got my, oh, and on that small little table, those little pumpkins, those came from Target as well. Those were only $1, and I love them because the kids can play with them and they're not going to get ruined or anything. And then over here, I have the other pumpkin from Hobby Lobby, and then this little sign is from Hobby Lobby. I'm not entirely sure where my stepmom got this candle, but it smells really good and it just like fits perfectly right there. So yeah, and like we plan to redo this bookshelf too, because this has also seen better days. And now you can kind of see what I mean about I don't really have a whole lot of shelf space in my living room, since the second shelf of this bookshelf is pictures. But yeah, so there's that part of my fall decor. Okay guys, so it's about a little over an hour later since I finished the soup. So I went ahead and poured myself a bowl because I am craving it so bad and I'm hungry, and so I'm gonna go ahead and make it. And sorry for the loud noise, I'm right above my dishwasher, so I'll try and talk a little bit louder. But basically these are all the fixings to put in the soup, and you can arrange them however you like. I know, considering this is chicken tortilla soup, you're supposed to put like the tortilla chips in it. I really like making like my own tortilla strips, like a lot skinnier ones. But I did not do that tonight, and I didn't do that the last time either. But I want to do it the next time I make it. But I don't particularly like the tortilla chips in my soup, so I'm not going to put them in mine. My husband likes to do the cheese and the chips and just everything. But I'm just going to add a little bit of sour cream, and then obviously some lime and cilantro. And I will show you what it looks like after I get it all fixed together. I've got it all fixed together how I like it. I'm gonna add a little bit of Tapatio when I sit down, and just for show reasons I kind of put the lime wedge in there, but obviously as soon as I sit down I'm gonna squirt that extra lime in there. And yeah, sometimes I'll add cheese to it. Right now I'm not really wanting the cheese. If I have a second bowl I might add a little bit because it is good with cheese too. But I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it just like this. All right guys, so it is the next day. I did kind of run out of time last night to finish showing you all my decorations, even though there's only like one more section I have to show you. But you know, we got done with dinner, which that soup turned out so good, by the way. I really, really recommend that you make it, especially if you like lime. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you the last of my decorations and then close out this video. Got that welcome sign from Hobby Lobby, and that was also in my fall decor / dinner video. And then along with that too, I'm not sure where my stepmom got that, but she just gave it to me and I really like it. I think it's cute. And then got a couple pumpkins, and we plan to add to our pumpkins. So yeah, that is the rest of my fall decorations. All right guys, that closes this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like all the fall decorations. If you have any suggestions as to where I should probably move things, or certain fall decorations that you have that were inexpensive, or any DIYs. I am super open to DIYs. I found a few of them on Pinterest that I want to do, but when you're working on a budget, it's just kind of, it all comes in time. But yeah, so give me a thumbs up, and I highly recommend you make that dinner recipe. That soup turned out so good, and it's just perfect for fall weather, and it's nice and light. It's not super heavy, so it pairs good with a salad if that's what you want, or you know, whatever. And then yeah, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna have lots of more updates coming up, more dinner recipes. And then after this month, when things kind of start transitioning, well, okay, I guess I should say after next month, after like Thanksgiving and all that, when things start transitioning into Christmas season, I will have a whole new set of decorations to show you, and again, some more recipes. So yeah, if you like these videos, or you have any suggestions or anything you want me to make, just let me know, because I'm always open to suggestions. Thanks guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.